Elon Musk just shocked the world with his historical presentation where he revealed an innovation that changes the future. Musk famously said, "My mind is full just dealing with SpaceX and Tesla, and then family matters. But I mean, there are a few areas. I think at some point in the future, I'm interested. I'll take a look at fusion and space technologies." Since Musk moved on from fusion to Terrafab and introduced a project designed to produce up to 200 gigawatts of compute for Earth and a full terawatt for space. Now there are reports that to turn Terrafab into a reality, Elon Musk may be preparing for the most significant corporate consolidation in history by merging Tesla and SpaceX into a single unified behemoth. A project that he described as the most ambitious engineering feat in human history is turning out to be the endeavor that Musk takes most seriously and is even ready to dedicate his most valuable companies. Musk planned the facility to eventually cover more than 100 million square feet, which is much bigger than Giga Texas, to accommodate the entire supply chain. Elon said, "We have a profoundly important announcement to make, which is the most epic chip-building exercise in history by far. This is really going to take things to the next level. We're going to adjust the context by a few orders of magnitude here." Financial analysts, including Dan Ives, are pointing that these strategic maneuvers, like revealing Terafab or Tesla's $2 billion investment in XAI, which subsequently converted into SpaceX equity, as the smoking gun for this merge. This isn't just a financial shuffle, it is a fundamental realignment of Musk's empire. At its core, this idea was about going beyond Earth's limits, with Elon Musk seeing Terrafab as the system that could turn science fiction dreams into reality and help humans live among the stars. The facility was meant to be the missing piece needed to produce billions of chips for a massive space-based network. But to make this happen, Musk would need more resources, stronger control, and everything working together smoothly, which is why he is thinking about combining Tesla and SpaceX into one unified structure. As Musk said, "The future that most people would agree is the most exciting is one where we are out there among the stars, where we are not forever confined to one planet, that we become a multi-planet species." Musk also famously said in the past, "I have some sort of an idea for an electric plane, which I think could be pretty cool. Yeah, electric supersonic plane. It is a lot of batteries. So nobody says that what I'm doing, and for a split second I'm like, okay, I've been thinking a lot about the plane, more than I should actually. I try to ban that from my mind." So to be honest, Musk is teasing and promising so many things. So maybe he was trying to not think about electric jets because of Terrafab, but one thing is clear, merging Tesla and SpaceX makes a lot of sense. The main reason behind this plan was a major bottleneck: the global shortage of advanced AI chips. Elon Musk believed existing suppliers couldn't scale fast enough to support all of his projects. So by bringing Tesla and SpaceX closer together, he aimed to build a fully integrated system that controls everything, from chip design and production to final testing. At the center of this vision was the Advanced Technology Fab in Austin, Texas, designed as the first facility where every step of chip creation happens under one roof. Musk even challenged the traditional cleanroom model by proposing that silicon wafers be kept in small, sealed environments instead of requiring an entire ultra-clean building, allowing engineers to work more freely in what he described as a more flexible, dirty fab setup. This facility, known as Terafab, was the key piece connecting everything. It was designed to produce two types of chips from a single massive pipeline. The first was the AI-5 chip, built for Tesla's needs on Earth, powering full self-driving, robo-taxis, and humanoid robots. The second was the D3 chip, created specifically for space, built to handle radiation and extreme heat. Unlike standard chips, the D3 could operate at much higher temperatures, reducing the need for heavy cooling systems on satellites. By sharing the huge cost of building these advanced semiconductors, Tesla and SpaceX could scale much faster together, reaching a level of production and innovation that would be very difficult to achieve separately, especially when designing hardware meant to survive the harsh environment beyond Earth. Musk explained Tesla's importance as well when he said, Tesla does use robotics to a limited extent in its production today, particularly on the battery pack side, because you've got so many cells, almost 7,000 cells, that some robotic assistance is important in making the battery pack. And we'll soon see a lot more of that as Tesla scales up. So robotics makes it big, it's great for most manufacturing, so seems like everything going in this direction of the merger. Elon Musk pointed to the Kardashev scale as a way to show why humanity's current energy output is nowhere near enough for real space dominance. He described civilization as sitting in a miscellaneous tier within the solar system, using only a tiny fraction of the sun's available power. By shifting compute into orbit, Musk's idea was to avoid NIMBY restrictions and the loss caused by Earth's atmosphere, which blocks and wastes a huge portion of solar energy. Merging Tesla and SpaceX is the only logical way to execute this, as it allows Tesla's high-density AI training logic to be directly integrated into SpaceX's orbital hardware. This unification transforms the two companies into a single vertically integrated civilization stack, capable of moving beyond planetary energy limits. The concept was built around a simple but brutal realization. Earth is just a tiny dust mote that receives only about a half-billionth of the sun's energy. To truly expand civilization, attention had to shift toward the source that holds 99.8% of the solar system's mass. Musk's plans involved launching massive AI-sat minis, satellites stretching beyond 170 meters to directly harvest that energy. He backed this with a clear numerical argument. Electricity production on Earth of all of civilization is only about a trillionth of the sun's energy, which means if you increase civilizational power output by 1 million, you would still only be 1 millionth of the sun's energy. The merger facilitates this expansion by utilizing Tesla's mass production expertise to build these millions of satellites at a scale never before seen in aerospace. By combining Tesla's battery and solar efficiency with SpaceX's heavy lift capabilities, Musk intends to create a closed-loop system where energy is harvested, processed, and utilized entirely in the vacuum of space. The Terafab itself was framed as a massive mega project bringing together the engineering strength of SpaceX, xAI, and Tesla. Musk stressed that no single company could pull this off independently. It required a fusion of robotics, artificial intelligence, and aerospace systems. As part of this push, SpaceX recently moved to merge with xAI to simplify and accelerate the development of orbital data infrastructure. This convergence is fundamentally about securing the supply chain. By merging, the companies no longer compete for the same specialized engineers or rare earth materials needed for high-end semiconductors. It allows for the creation of a unified R&D budget that can support the $25 billion price tag of the Terafab without the friction of intercompany billing or conflicting shareholder interests. He also emphasized that Tesla's robotics work plays a critical role in making all of this possible. Musk explained, Tesla does use robotics to a limited extent in its production today, particularly on the battery pack side, because you've got so many cells, almost 7,000 cells, that some robotic assistance is important in making the battery pack, and we'll soon see a lot more of that as Tesla scales up. So robotics makes it big, it's great for most manufacturing. Looking ahead, Musk expects humanoid robot production to scale anywhere from 1 to 10 billion units, all powered by the AI-5 and AI-6 chips, manufactured through the Terafab system. In the merged ecosystem, Tesla's Optimus robots will serve as the labor force for SpaceX's off-world fabrication plants and Mars colonies. This makes the merger a force multiplier where Tesla provides the intelligent workers, Optimus and SpaceX provides the transport, Starship, essentially automating the expansion of the human species across the solar system. And maybe that was the real signal behind everything Elon Musk was putting together, because long before Terafab he kept repeating one core idea. The future doesn't come from committees agreeing on the safest path. It comes from whoever actually delivers the result. As he explained in the past, there is an automotive X Prize, a genomics X Prize, the Google Learner X Prize. The reason these exist is simple. You don't rely on experts to decide the approach, because often they're not the ones who create the breakthrough. You reward the outcome. And that philosophy explains everything. Terafab wasn't just another factory or another ambitious project. It was built as an outcome engine, a system designed to move so fast, iterate so aggressively, and scale so brutally that it wouldn't wait for the next breakthrough. It would force it into existence. And in the end, that is what Terafab really was. Not just a machine, but a mechanism to guarantee that the next leap happens no matter who discovers it or how it happens.